Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to the channel, What Nobody Told You. I'm Jessica. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you're doing very, very, very well from the bottom of my heart. And before we begin, I want to remind you that this is a shared reading. We will take what resonates with you and what doesn't. We will send all our love to the universe. It's okay. Everything is fine. You are the creator of your own world, and you have free will and the power to decide. Well, then, let's begin with the oracle. We will ask your guides, angels, and ancestors to give us the message that Scorpio needs to hear right now. Let's see what message they leave for you, please. Send me one card. What a message. More spiritual, nothing more. I was completely lost. Or lost. I needed to find myself and be able to integrate everything I didn't understand. That's why I say it's a spiritual journey. That's why it says, don't be afraid to receive. Because all the clarity you receive, all the abundance of the universe arrives. Because I see that you've gone through complicated circumstances. And what I'm going to say is a bit strong. I don't know. But it's important to know it too. Because I see that at some point in your life, you've lost parts of your soul. So to rebuild your soul, well, you've gone through very difficult, very complicated circumstances. And in those difficult and complicated moments, you lost a part of your soul. Those pieces of the soul can be restored. But it's true that you have to allow yourself to receive. Receiving is not easy because, why? Because receiving means, I don't know. If you've seen The Matrix, the blue pill and the red pill, good or bad, the wide path or the narrow path, the path of kindness, the path of truth, the path that leads you to the top, to that clarity, is a path where you have to leave many things behind because you'll see things you don't like, both yours and those around you. Well, you'll see who you really are. It's like watching your own movie, but from the audience's perspective, as if someone put a giant projector in front of you. And of course, that implies healing. When we talk about healing and soul restoration, it's quite a deep therapeutic process. But when you put all your heart into everything and have nothing better to do than to restore all the pieces of your soul that were left behind, that's when you're not afraid to take it and take the necessary time to heal and find yourself. So I see that your life, at this point, calls for healing. And this is where I focus on it. And I will allow the light within me that illuminates my soul to shine again with the same strength. But of course, you'll obviously have to do transformation work. And there are pills. Do you want the red one or the blue one? It all depends on you. Of course, why do I say this? Because yes, I'll give an example. Someone who usually hangs out with a group of people where the event is, let's say this person likes concerts, likes rock music, and likes to go out and have fun, to have a good time, not to drink liters of beer just to soak up the atmosphere. Because, well, of course, what does this include? Stop hanging out with those people. Stop going to concerts. Stop doing things that don't allow you to raise your energy. Because when we're in an environment with loud music, where there are many things, well, there's a lower astral plane. If we overdo it, no, we can't raise our energy. And when we start to change our energy, that also means there's a change of energy with the people we used to have fun with. We'll have to move away or even spend time alone to recover. So it's a completely radical life change and different from what you're doing, where you're going. What I've given you is just an example, but it can apply to anyone. No. I mean, yes, it's for brave people, but if someone is at a point where they need it, no more. When someone says, I have nothing to lose, that's when they really regain their power, because they're no longer afraid of anything. We'll do a tarot reading and see what energy state Scorpio is in right now. Well, it seems that right now you have an opportunity that is being offered to you for renewal. I see that you are at a moment where you are trying to bring light to many shadows. And this light within those shadows is what is giving you the chance to turn that sock inside out. There is an experience there. There is wisdom. I see that someone carries an energy of trying to protect themselves from pain and suffering. And evidently, that opportunity is the one being given to be able to open a new path. Yes, there is a situation in which one feels completely stuck, trapped in a swamp of quicksand. And it's as if life is saying, here you have this opportunity if you want to get out of here. But it's true that you have to work on it to eliminate all that darkness. there stands the devil. There are two paths. Either you stay in the place you already know, or you take the new path that opens for you, which is a much better path. Well, the Queen of Cups is you, element of water. So, of course, I don't know if it's because the Queen of Cups also represents a very maternal energy. So, I don't know if it's because you're a mother or a father. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. And this is the problem. How do I handle this? One possible problem. Another possible problem is that I love this swamp of quicksand. I love it. I know I'm in the dark. It has always given me experience. I always have to protect myself because I never know from where something might come at me. But I love this place. I don't want to leave here. And this is another one of the obstacles, right? Here we have someone, a person. Well, this person is someone from your close circle. It's someone who makes friends everywhere. It's one of those people who walks into a place and everyone turns around because they are so funny, they speak, and everyone pays attention to what they're going to say. But it's not someone you can count on when you truly need them. It's not someone who commits. They go their own way. As quickly as they come, they leave. So I see that there's a relationship that doesn't move forward, a relationship you sacrifice yourself for, a relationship that steals your peace and tranquility, always with great inner turmoil. And now you're being presented with an opportunity to start something new with other people and to feel free. There comes an opportunity where you have to make an important decision. There's someone you've grown attached to. When you look at this person, you look with eyes full of tenderness, love, or compassion, I don't know. But I just saw your eyes. When you look at them, and from your eyes flows a great tenderness toward this person, and that's what turns something possible into something impossible for you. Though for you, the impossible doesn't exist. You can do things little by little until you've made progress. But it's just that, I've seen your eyes. You already know who I'm talking about, right? Well, if you know who I'm talking about, let me know in the comments, right? Here, there's clearly an imbalance. You give more than what you receive. There comes a point when you're committed, but that person isn't. That's why you give more. When relationships just end up in disharmony, they eventually expire, meaning when we're in a give and take, it's because we feel comfortable. But when one is there for what they can get, and the other is there because they want to give, there comes a point when that imbalance becomes noticeable. One gets tired of giving and giving and giving, and yes, everything seems nice, but something is missing. Then one starts to look for something more real, more meaningful, something they can share, something that fulfills them, something that makes them feel alive. But this takes away the joy of living. That's why the Lover's card appears. You have to be aware, is the relationship you have with this person real? Or is it pure fantasy, a dream that's unattainable because it's full of empty promises that will never be fulfilled? Right now, you have a great opportunity to make decisions, to truly decide if you are looking for a relationship where you can feel safe, a relationship where you can create abundance for yourself and your loved ones, or if it's just a summer romance. What is it? What is it that they're offering you? You have to see it. Your guides are putting you there a bit. They'll give you what you want at the moment you remove from your life what you don't want, meaning love is there for you. But it's also important that you end the relationship with someone you know is going nowhere. It's very easy once you stop deceiving yourself. The universe gives you what you are. If you deceive yourself, it brings people who deceive you. If you don't want anyone to deceive you, and you don't surround yourself with people who aren't real, who don't commit, then remove them from your life, and the right people will come into your life. Because once you stop deceiving yourself, you no longer allow it. But if you keep allowing it, the universe brings you more of what you don't want. And why? Because you're allowing it. So what is the universe telling you? Eliminate everything that makes you lose your soul. Because that makes you lose your soul since you're not in tune. It's as if you were living in a deep dream, a dream that doesn't move forward, but you don't stop giving and giving and giving. Where is your self-love? Let's see what happens in love. What Scorpio will manifest? In love, well, I see someone who wants to talk to you. And I also see that they're going to speak to you very clearly. and without any kind of filter. They'll come and completely shake you. I don't know if it's someone you already know, maybe an ex-partner or a friend, but I see that this is someone who will speak to you without hesitation. They will tell you truths as strong as punches. They'll shake you. They'll make you pay attention to the little details. And it's as if they'll be stirring your most emotional side. They'll move your heart. They'll make you see, look at you, sweating drops as big as fists. You're dreaming. You want something that you're not going to have with this person. You feel that with this person you are, how could I say, made for each other. Like that emperor and that empress. It's as if together you could conquer the world. You could devour the world. And here comes someone who will give you a touch of reality that will make you say, wow, I don't even know where that came from. But it's the card of love. Someone who truly loves you. Someone whose words will hit you so hard that you'll suddenly have your feet firmly on the ground. They'll give you a shake of reality. Wow. And I also see that this person, I don't know exactly who it is, but it could be someone like a sister, someone very close to you. It's like a wake-up call, like saying, what are you doing? Can't you see it? It's like they're trying to open your eyes. Of course, because you look at that other person with such dreamy eyes, as if you were under a spell, as if they had cast an enchantment on you. And this person who's going to talk to you, the one shown in the card of love, this person really has deep feelings for you. That's why they'll speak to you the way they will. Because they see you as if you were mesmerized by that other person, as if under a spell. Because when you look at them, your eyes shine in a way that this person can hardly believe. Let's see what will be happening with work for Scorpio. Well, if at some point you left something behind, and look, on one hand, it tells me that from a place where you've already worked, if you're not currently working, it says that from a place where you've worked before, they're going to call you back. If you're thinking about starting a project, it says that project you left stored away in a drawer because you thought it wasn't good enough. That very project can now bring you great abundance. So in the work area, in something you've already done, I see that you can earn a lot of money. It could be something independent, because I see a lot of independence here, a sense of personal fulfillment. And it's related to a job or something you've already done, a project you once kept hidden, and that work you did serves you now to improve and bring it to light. But I see that it's a job or project that can bring you many benefits. Let's see what happens with finances. Well, there's someone speaking, and this person who speaks says, take this money and go. And that's someone who will appear in your life and tell you exactly that. Someone who sees the situation you're in and realizes that you need to leave. And those very words they said will resonate with you. In financial matters, I see that in another country, another place, or another city, that's where you will truly earn money. And how curious, I hadn't even noticed that card. I was shuffling, and they were whispering in my ear saying, take this money and go. And indeed, far away is where you're really going to earn money. Far away is where you will be able to lead, where you'll be able to do what you love. I see many people approaching you. I see that abundance will come to you without you having to search for it. But it's something far from here. Far away is where the fruit lies, where abundance is, where you can truly do what you're passionate about, where success is guaranteed. And I also see that you'll be worrying, oh, I don't want this to end. Meaning in another country, that's where you'll earn a lot of money, in another city, in another place, something you've already been considering. And you'll be there, and you'll also be worried because things will be going so well that you'll say, oh, I don't want this to end. And that's where your concerns will come from. You must learn to master those fears. Let's see, what is disappearing from your life? Yes, loneliness. Loneliness. I see that in your life, that feeling of loneliness, of being trapped by death is disappearing, no more. I see that in that world, you felt very trapped, maybe by something dark, an excess of something. Well, that's over. Feeling trapped, alone, lifeless, surrounded by all that conflict, I see that the feeling you had about death is fading away. You will manifest great abundance. You will manifest great stability. I see that you have golden opportunities there. Be very careful with people and with your abundance. Be very clear about where you're going. This has taught you a lot, my dear. Let's see what the universe replaces it with. Yes, we've seen it before, but not much. Since then, well, with much hope. I mean, I see that star there, and it's like here in this renewal. You with faith. I see a renewal of faith coming to you, where when paths open, you will no longer doubt entering them if they bring you peace and tranquility. I see that the universe blesses you, your guides, your ancestors, your angels. Look at Scorpio's near future. When one gives too much, they also lose parts of their own soul. Well, in the near future, for important reasons, there's something we must let go of. For important reasons, we must prioritize ourselves. For important reasons. Well, there are people who will leave your life, necessary ones, so you can move forward. Many people will leave your life. I've seen 6 people, but life gives you the opportunity to create the world you want to create, and this time, completely. Here I leave you a message. I hope it's useful to you. Thank you very much for being here with me. See you in the next video. Don't forget to leave me a comment. If you feel compassion, give this video a like. And of course, share this voice, this light, with whoever needs it. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Thank you for listening and receiving the message. Forgive my clumsiness. See you soon.